Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Billy TKO. If you guys are new here, definitely be sure to like this video and also be sure to subscribe to the channel because when you guys subscribe, we go to a different stratosphere. Guys, NXT Vengeance Day this weekend was insane. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about it, everything that went down, what may happen this upcoming Tuesday. So without further ado, if you guys are new here, there is a Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Discord, all linked down below. You can also become a member of the channel for as easy as $1.99. And guys, also, I made another YouTube channel where I'm playing video games, and if you guys want to watch me suck at video games, you can go over there and you could subscribe. I'll link it down below for you guys to come hang out, watch me play video games, and be a dork. So without further ado, let's go talk about NXT Vengeance Day. All right, guys. Yes, NXT Vengeance Day took place this weekend, and my word, was it a show, huh? I do know that you guys were probably wondering where me, myself, and Ango were. Ango right now, I know, is still dealing with a little bit of a sickness. That's why we didn't go live today as well. So everybody, go over to Ango's channel. Wish him well, man. We want to see him get better, and I'm sure that we'll be back to it very, very soon. But guys, NXT Vengeance Day took place, and we seen some crazy things happen. We seen some titles change hands. We seen some new people show up on the show. We had some people before the show talk about it. And yeah, without further ado, let's just talk a little bit about NXT Vengeance Day. So as you guys know, Stephanie Vakir did become the new NXT Women's North American Championship, and what I thought was a really good match. I think that her and Julia holding those titles kind of solidifies the women's division of NXT. We know that it's one of the best, if not the best, women's division right now across the board. NXT is putting on amazing shows. So if you guys aren't tuned into NXT, I can almost guarantee that that's probably the place that you want to go because for a long time, one of the things that me and Ango on our live show were praising was the women's division, how good the women's division actually was. It was always the strong suit of NXT. Now, it's not the one thing that can necessarily sell somebody, but I think it's a really good selling point that you have a very strong women's division and one that is very appreciated too. And NXT has done just that. They've made sure that their women's division is top tier, and that it is. So we obviously had Julia, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, and Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, there was a lot of speculation going into that match, who might come out and win that match. Ultimately, it was Julia, but it was interrupted by no other than Jordynne Grace. Now, if you guys remember, there was a spot in the Royal Rumble between Jordynne Grace and Julia, which led people to assume that she was going to show up in NXT, which ultimately, again, was the case because her showing up in NXT, let's be real here, it just makes all the sense in the world right now. Again, just beefing up that women's roster. Let her go there. Let her have a strong Ethan Page type of run. Send her off into the main roster. Because that main roster is a one of a kind if we're being, that women's roster is one of a kind if we're being honest. So we had Jordynne Grace. She interrupted Stephanie Vakir and Julia, not knowing exactly who she's going to go after. My assumption is that it will be Julia. Julia will eventually, probably at Stand and Deliver, drop that title to Jordynne Grace, which I think is one of the best decisions. Let her go be the juggernaut. Let her be that strong woman that she is, and her and Julia will put on a banger. Yeah, I mean, it's simple enough. Now, one of the big talking points was the faction that debuted. That faction, in the way that they debuted, they interrupted a couple matches, and it was very Shield-like, which I can appreciate because I'm a big fan of the Shield. For some reason, I haven't done a research on a lot of their names, and if you guys would want, leave it in the comment section below, but I'll go through and I will put that in the comment section with all their names. So we seen them debut in what was a very, very serious style. They attacked Obafemi after the triple threat match between Obafemi, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller. And yeah, I mean, it was everything that I personally wanted out of a faction debuting. You make them look serious. They look like a threat. They attack the big guy there because ultimately they're on this main roster has been nobody to ultimately dethrone Obafemi, on the NXT roster, to dethrone Obafemi that I took serious. A lot of people speculated that it could be Trick Williams, Eddie Thorpe. That's just not the case. One of the biggest problems in NXT has been their main event scene. It's not very strong, especially slapping the title on Obafemi. There's nobody there right away that I can get behind to say, like, oh yeah, this is the guy that is ultimately going to dethrone him. Again, it's just not the case. Now, on top of all of that, we had the Obafemi, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller match, which I thought was a really good match, and it was something that I wasn't expecting out of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I mean, really high performance. Those guys both looked really, really good and outstanding in a match that a lot of people weren't even excited about in the first place because we all ultimately knew that Obafemi was going to win that match. It was going to play into the Austin Theory, Grayson Waller storyline, which again, it did. Now, at the end of it, you've seen Grayson Waller hit Austin Theory with his finisher, which ultimately led to Obafemi getting the pinfall, and it just kind of tells the split between those two. Again, I like it. Very simple, very easy. Doesn't take much. Hopefully, we can finally get this Austin Theory turn, because we all know that it's been a thing that's been on the main roster for quite some time, so it's only a matter of time before they finally do it and finally finish that. Now, I want to talk about something that took place before the show. We had Ricky Starks, who cut a little promo saying that he was going to be on NXT this upcoming Tuesday, which if you're watching this today is tomorrow. And he is going to sign his official NXT contract. Hopefully they say his name because they still have yet to say his name. So from my understanding, that it is kind of confirmed that his name is still going to be Ricky Starks. But nobody knows. Nobody has a clue just yet. Me and Ango, we talked about it. There was speculation that it could potentially be Trill London. But there is another rumor going around that could be for a person who is coming into the WWE, which again, I am a fan of. But yeah, we're going to see Ricky Starks this upcoming Tuesday. And then, the tag team match, that was amazing. Just a lot coming out of NXT Vengeance Day to look forward to going forward. I think NXT is one of the hotter brands right now. If you're going to pay attention, I think now is the best time to get yourself involved with NXT. I know a lot of people haven't really watched it because they always felt it was the C brand, which now it is just that. It's the C brand. It's no longer the spot for development. WWE is going to have their Evolve show, which is going to be for development. So NXT now becomes the third brand. So people like Jordan Grace going there, it's not a bad look. So yeah, ultimately, guys, let me know your thoughts on NXT Vengeance Day down below. We have Monday Night Raw tonight, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to watch it, be a dork, hang out, all that kind of good stuff. But other than that, I want to say that is all I have today. Like I said, guys, me and Ango will be back here very, very soon, and we'll be doing our thing. So go send him well wishes. Hopefully he gets better soon. But ultimately, if you guys are new here, definitely be sure to like this video, subscribe. Definitely be sure to go to my Twitch, TikTok, Discord, Twitter, all linked down below for you guys to come hang out. But yeah, I will be talking to you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.